Absolutely. Okay, so after an incredible pair of semi-finals, we have the third and last of these semi-finals. Every race so far in the BRKC 2020, the 10th edition of it here at Formula Fast in Milton Keynes, has been an epic. Every heat race was brilliant. The semi-finals, complete turnaround of results for a variety of people. We've just seen Matthias Gruten. He's been on top of the world of indoor karting for many, many years. So long been regarded as one of the world benchmarks, and he has shown us why with victory there. He first won the World Championship way back in 2008, and he shows he's still on top form, winning that race. Michael Schuttler, a very intelligent second place. Very thinking driver, and clearly he was doing the maths out there as to where he will end up in terms of points. Stage, the semi-final, it's about getting enough points to be among the top 10 to go through the final. This is where you really get kicked out of the game here, and that's what makes it even harder. And we may well see the last of Ruben Boutens, but we'll see how the points add up. Now, Ruben's situation is going to be helped or hurt by what happens in this race as well. Let's have a look at who's in this race now. Before we go into it, into the qualifying, we'll have a look at the names. We've got Wojciech Zerb, Patrick Niroda, David Kart, Sam Spill, Fabian Siegmund, Tobias Lauber, Regis Goslan, Bjorn Vermeulen, Robin Kassam, and Logan Sune. Now, these are names that we've been talking about all weekend, and every single one of them has been in the action at some point. We've seen race wins, we've seen epic moves from each one of them. Now, what we've seen in the two semi-finals, we're surely going to see in this one. It's just more of the same, but with a different set of names. We're trying to keep tab on exactly what the point situation is, but we will we'll just have to be careful about what we say, I guess, because it can change, and we don't want to talk someone out of a place when they have actually got it. But in this next race here, it will be impossible to predict a winner. It's impossible to predict in all of them. Michael Schuttler, as we saw there, was smart enough to play an intelligent game. He did finish second to Matthias Gruten, and well, just what an epic race. We're going to get the qualifying underway for this semi-final, and leading the way does look like Logan Sune. Now, Logan Sune was very worried about making the semi-finals. He has done it, and he did do it fairly convincingly. On screen there, you're looking at David Kart, and we've seen some great performances by him. Now, remember, he's been the hero of the epic lunge, and he's made it work. And it looks like Wojciech Zerb at the back, and that's Sam Spinell, who's going to be the final one out to set a qualifying time. Okay, so they're going around. They're on their warming up lap now. They're going to be getting the Logan Sune is going to be the first one to put a time in. Here comes David Kart around there. Regis Goslan over the line. Okay, so we're going to be getting these times in soon. Here comes Logan Sune, and he is heading towards the finish line to complete his qualifying lap. He was the first out and first set of time. Sune's time, 39. Oh, and he's been, no, yes, he is there. 31.2, that's fast. Bjorn Vermeulen has come into second place, but Sune is very fast. Kassam is third. Patrick Niroda is second. It's still Logan Sune. Tobias Lauber is in third place. The German. Regis Goslan is fourth. It's still Logan Sune. He was the first set of time. He's still top. David Kart into fifth. Fabian Siegmund in seventh. Wojciech Zerb is third, and what about Sam Spinell? He's ninth. So Logan Sune sets the first time and hangs on right through to the finish there. So Logan Sune, well, he scraped in the final. He was near the lower end of the point scores, but he set himself up for a maximum point score if he can take it in the semi-final here. So let's see if he can actually work his way in. This will be quite a save if he can do it, because he went in with a low point score. So Logan Sune, he has been under pressure to perform. He has performed. He's going to start from the front there. and is looking to take the win initially. Patrick Neroda, an impressive second from Wojciech Zerb. Wojciech Zerb was one of the top point scorers going in. I think he was about third or fourth, something like that. Tobias Lauber there is in fourth place. He's got something to say, but Regis Goslan up there too in fifth. So we'll see what happens once this race gets underway. So, right. They're just getting them all lined up. Will there be any kart swaps? Not by the look of it. Robin Kassam there is on the tail. And he's leading them around. It's Logan Sune. Logan Sune races away off the start line into the snail section. He's got Patrick Neroda going with him. Is there going to be any action on the opening lap? David Kart's having a look, is what we expect of David Kart. Having a look on Regis Goslan there, but has to back out of it. It's actually a little bit of a gap open as a result as they come streaming around the long back corner there onto the back straight. There is Logan Sune. There's a move to the inside. It's come from, it was Lauber was having a look, and Regis Goslan tried to go with him, but nothing came of it. So Logan Sune over the start finish line, still in the lead. Patrick Neroda there as well. There's Wojciech Zerb in third, Lauber fourth, and Goslan and Kart. So Logan Sune continues in the lead. He's going around that sweeping bend. Here it is, that sweep around the back of the circuit there, onto the backstretch. Logan Sune, he's taking the normal racing line. He's not feeling any pressure, but there is a bit of pressure from behind. There's Bjorn Vermeulen having a look at David Kart. It's still Robin Kassam at the tail there. Logan Sune, Patrick Neroda, Wojciech Zerb, Tobias Lauber, Regis Goslan. There's Sune. Bizer up in the lead. The Belgian, a member of the major Blue Star racing team there from Belgium.
Fabian Sigmund into the pits there. He's decided to gamble early. He's out cleanly.
Yes, he is. Sorry, I missed that one, Spanners. Now, that is pretty important because he was sort of in the mid-pack and looking to make up some ground. So that's how he's going to do it.
He's left that gap, hasn't he, between 7th and 9th.
Yeah, that's exactly where it was, behind Vermeulen and ahead of Spinel. Now, that does help the dual British-Belgian national. He's now pursuing Bjorn Vermeulen, who's in turn chasing down David Kart. Now, David Kart has a bit of a distance ahead of him, and that gap was created when he made a bit of a move on Regis Goslan, the driver in front.
If Spinell's running in 8th, is he Belgian then? Is that how it works?
Usually, yes.
Yeah, okay, good.
If he's north of 5th place, he becomes British again.
Oh, look at that.
In fact, yeah, there's a move. Regis Goslan has taken a lunge down into the corner at the end of the straight, and he's passed Tobias Lauber.
Yeah,
and it's going to come up on the timing. There it is. Regis Goslan moves up to 4th place. Pits.
Kassam decides to come in as well as the number 15 kart of Sigmund looms large, but I think Kassam's got enough to get in front. Well, stay in front.
I don't know. He's got Sigmund's got momentum, but Kassam has done this. Now Kassam needs to block in the snail. Yes, he does. He's good. Kassam has it. Sigmund's right in his tail as they come out of it, to be fair, but Kassam is in front. So that he started off last. He's now moved up a place. This is working in Kassam's favour at the moment. Another visitor, Lauber.
Tobias Lauber, yeah. We saw him very fast, pressuring and making life difficult for Bradley Philpott in the final heat. He's going to come ahead comfortably of that Kassam battle, but Kassam now is under pressure.
Yeah, Lauber, to be fair, came out of a position that was way in front of Kassam and Sigmund, but actually they're probably closer to him than they were when before any of them went in the pits. So it's still Logan Sune, it's still Patrick Neroda, it's still Wojciech Zerb, a gap to Goslan, a gap to David Kart, and then it's Bjorn Vermeulen, gap to Sam Spinell, and then the pitters, Lauber ahead of Kassam and Sigmund.
You made the pitters sound like an insult, like a slur. Look at those pitters.
Yeah, the pitters. They pitted, and to be honest though, they still look as though they're running fast. So Lauber, let's have a look at his lap times. Now, the whole point of pitting early is to be able to make some kind of distance on your own. So you feel that those in front are probably going to be in your way or be a distraction, and you'll be faster on your own. Logan Sune is fast, but the quickest in this race so far with that last lap is Regis Goslan, and he's really visibly quick because he's closing in on that lead trio. Regis Goslan in 4th. He did have a kart in front of him in the form of Lauber. Lauber pitted, Tobias Lauber. Goslan is actually trying to move into that gap now. So as we look at the leaders, on screen there's Logan Sune, Patrick Neroda behind him. There's Sune that we're looking at, Neroda, and Zerb. Right behind is the one I'm talking about, Regis Goslan, a new record for this race. Not quite as fast that time around, but he is in contention. Oh, and was that a move by third place, which is Gerb? These racing Gerbs are always pretty feisty, and it looked like Wojciech in this case was going to be making a move on Neroda. Hasn't come off. Oh, defensive though by Logan Sune. So Logan Sune is aware that things are getting a little bit racy behind him.
Yeah.
In fact, you know what? It may not be on time, but it's looking as if things are closing up, because you've got Sune, Neroda, Gerb, Ghostland, but David Kart and Bjorn Vermeulen appear to be sort of just eating it up on that lead group there. It's ever since Ghostland closed the gap, I think, as Ghostland is right on the back of Gerb.
Well, that's the danger of pitting out of a train where the leader is going defensive, because effectively someone just takes your place in the train. So you've invited the cart behind to effectively be alongside you, and then unless you can make that up in clean air, you're in a bit of trouble. So we'll see how that works out.
Absolutely, and the situation that Spanners particularly is referring to is the one where Lauber pitted out of that fourth place, and now Ghostland has filled it. And there is Logan Sune with Patrick Neroda and Gerb, and then Ghostland definitely making this train. But look at David Kart, look at David Kart. He seems to be closing in. The Polish driver is closing in. David Kart, he's bringing Bjorn Vermeulen with him. Regis Ghostland is still the fastest, but and he is fast on that last lap as well, albeit not at his record pace for this race. We're looking at David Kart there in fifth place. Ghostland in.
Well, yeah, Ghostland, who we were talking about making up ground, as soon as he's filled that gap, he's decided he doesn't want to be held up any longer. A little bit of a double stab at the accelerator. He's out in front of Lauber, so now, well, it's paid off for Lauber. He's about 8 or 9 kart lengths ahead now. For Groslin, sorry.
Yeah, absolutely. It absolutely inspired, because not only has Ghostland covered one side, the defensive situation against Lauber by coming out of the pits in front of Lauber. He was behind when the pit stop rotation started. Oh, you've got Neroda in, Spanish.
Yeah, we've got Neroda in, and I think he was accepting there that the leader, Songer, was going very defensive. It's incredibly hard to hear myself over the Polish contingent here cheering Neroda on.
Yeah, they'll have seen him leave the pit lane. Here comes Logan Sune. We can see him on screen. He's leading the way. He's now got a bit of a gap because Neroda has backed out of that and in the pits. Now, Spanners was referring to the fact that when a driver pits in a group, that gap quickly gets filled. Can that gap be filled behind Logan Sune? If anyone fills it, it's going to be Wojciech Gerb, and he'll be bringing David Kart with him. Why is David Kart dangerous? Because David Kart is the hero of the late lunge here, and we've seen David Kart pull it off from quite far back.
The slight difference in this situation, though, is that Sunge now doesn't have to drive defensively, so he's got an opportunity to just stretch his legs a little bit now. I mean, down that back straight, there's 7 kart lengths, the pressure's off in the braking zone, and he's not having to take that defensive line through Patch Corner.
Well, that's very true, actually, Spanners. It does give him a bit more breathing space, which arguably will encourage him to go a little bit faster.
Let's hope so, James.
Going back to the Regis Ghostland situation, obviously he covered the pit stop, allowed him to cover Tobias Lauber, because when the pit stop started, Lauber was in front of Ghostland. But it also means that Ghostland is now no longer affected by those he feels were going slower in front of him. So from an aggressive point of view, passing those in front, it could well work for Ghostland, but it has already definitely worked from a defensive point of view in his battle with Lauber. Now, David Kart is coming under increasing pressure from Bjorn Vermeulen in that position a bit further back there in 3rd and 4th respectively, albeit slightly out of position because of the pit stops. 5 karts have pitted, 5 karts have yet to, and guess who's fastest with a new personal best record lap in this race? It's none other than Regis Ghostland. So Regis Ghostland is seriously on a mission in this race. Don't discount Regis Ghostland. Yes, I know he's 7th place, but he's probably the one to watch at the moment. He's covered Thomas Lauber, but he's also making ground on those ahead, and whether they're aware of it or not, I'm sure Logan Sune will have some idea, but maybe Ghostland wasn't in Sune's sort of sphere, if you like, because it was 5th when he started making moves. He then moved up to 4th and then in the pits. Definitely going to be one to watch out for. Regis Ghostland in 7th place. What? So there's Sune, there's Gerb, there's Kart, and Bjorn Vermeulen. Spanners, what's your take on this situation?
Well, the thing is, if Neroda and who's ahead of him? If Neroda and Lauber are going fast enough, sorry, not Groslin are going fast enough, and they catch up and get effectively on par with that leading group, you know, they could end up coming together. So when you're saying don't dismiss Groslin, don't dismiss Neroda either. He's still in with a shot here.
Yeah, Naroda, I mean, of course, when he came in the pits, he came in from second place, didn't he? So he is well up there already. We're looking at David Kart and Bjorn Vermeulen. They're probably the tightest two at the moment on the track, in the pits.
Yeah, into the pits then, not that unexpected. Gerb is responding and he's looking at Sam Spinell, but he's not on the same lap. 21, Naroda is ahead of him.
Gerb's been passed by Regis Ghostland. It's worked for Ghostland. He's taken Michael Gerb. He's taken Michael Gerb for position there. Yes, it's only over 6th place at the moment, but that's important because when the pit stop cycle through, Ghostland's going to be right up at the front. Where did Gerb come from? Was it 3rd place, Spanners, in the original scheme of things?
It's so crazy, you know, it's easy to lose track of it, and that train just popped in and out. I think we're going to have to just wait until they converge and see how it's shaken out.
That's it, we're looking at the Belgian on screen there, Regis Ghostland. He's been chased by Gerb, who he's just leapfrogged in the pits. From a strategy point of view, Ghostland really has got it nailed in this race because Regis Ghostland there with the distinctive European lean, he's the leader of these two with the blue flashes on his white suit. There's Regis Ghostland. He's the he switched to motocross for 3 years, but now he's back in karting as well. He's going to be doing the World Championship this year, and his comeback year begins with the BRKC here. And what a showing there by Regis Ghostland, because look at him go. He's made this strategy work. His defensive strategy worked against Lauber. His aggressive strategy has worked against others, including Wojciech Gerber. So far, every move has worked in Ghostland's favour, and it's just a question of how far up the order will this go. At the moment, it's a battle for 6, Ghostland and Gerb, but that could soon work out to be high. Gerb may well be pulled along by Ghostland and have something to say for himself in this battle.
At the moment, I think my maths is telling me that Naroda will come out exactly alongside the leaders if he decides to pit. Now, have I got that completely wrong? No, if the leaders pit, they'll be alongside Naroda, the other way around.
Let's have a look at it, actually, Spanners. We've got a moment now. Well, this is very interesting. Ghostland, I'm looking at him particularly because he's the one I can make a judgment to. He's 11 seconds behind Logan Sune. Logan Sune is 2 seconds ahead of David Kart. So Ghostland is looking at a possible second place easy if everyone came in now. Logan Sune may well win the race, but not only is he good strategically, but Regis Ghostland, we've seen him in the past as a hugely aggressive driver. He is he's up there with the David Kart level of ambitious moves, and Regis Ghostland, if someone could pull this off, is him. But he's looking good actually for second place already. We'll see what happens when it cycles out. But when we look back down the order there, Logan Sune, if he was to pit now, he would come out in 5th place, albeit right behind Patrick Naroda. And note the word right behind. He was in front when the pit stop cycle started.
Yeah, in front is better. Into the pit, Sam Spinell then. He was running in a relative 8th, and the danger he's got to look at is Robin Kazam, who I think is going to have the run on him, and he's definitely got enough speed to get round the outside.
He's done it round the outside. Robin Kazam has done Sam Spinell round the outside into the Snell. Robin Kazam he's got an easy lead there over Sam Spinell in the pits.
Yeah, it's the leader. It's Logan Sune, and we've been talking about the gap to Naroda, and he is coming around the corner, and I think Naroda's going to have the pace, you know.
Yes, he's done it. Naroda has taken the lead. As I was saying, it was only 9 seconds. It wasn't enough. Naroda's taken the lead. And Ghostland's going to be all over the back of Sune. Yes, he is coming out of the Snail section there. The leader, the leader is David Kart, I know, but when the pit stop cycles through, we'll probably be looking at Naroda from Sune, Ghostland and Gerb, and that could well be a 4-way fight. We've still got 7 minutes left in this race, so quite a long way to go. David Kart continues indeed to get stopped. We look at Sam Spinell there in his battle with Robin Kazam. Robin Kazam, very inspired there, leapfrogged him in the pit lane. A good stop and some good laps in between as well. So Robin Kazam putting a really good showing there. There he goes with the white helmet, chased by Sam Spinell. But further up there, Patrick Naroda did what he needed to get in front of Logan Sune. This isn't what Logan Sune needs. He needs all the points. He wants all the points from this for the sake of the final. David Kart is under pressure though from Bjorn Vermeulen. This is a fight for the lead without a pit stop in either of them yet. There's Sam Spinell on the picture, but David Kart's under 0.2 of a second pressure from Bjorn Vermeulen. If David Kart pits, he will come out in 6th place behind Wojciech Gerb, so it'll be a huge loss of position. Thomas Lauber's been the net loser in all of this. Tobias Lauber is in 7th place, 11.8 on the timer back from the leader, so he will be a little bit further down, but we will see what happens when they cycle through. I think this could be a very, very close finish, Spanners. In fact, I think we're going to see some action with everybody coming out of the pit.
Do you know what though? Naroda's likely going to win a semi-final at BRKC. He's going to find something that he did wrong and that he's not happy with, isn't he?
Every time, Patrick Naroda.
Yeah, but I didn't win 2 semi-finals.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, he's going to be annoyed that he only won 1 semi-final, isn't he? As you say. But Patrick Naroda, what a show there. I mean, he's actually pretty convincing. This is almost a little bit like the Cedric Wouters situation we saw earlier on today. It's like, okay, he was second. Somehow he's come out with a big lead, but for no obvious reason. Anyway, he's continuing along. David Kart is the leader. It's a second now to Bjorn Vermeulen. We'll wait for those to pit. We've still got 5 minutes to go, so it may not be any time soon. They are the only 2 remaining to visit the pits, and they are in first and second respectively. There is David Kart with the green helmet coming towards us on screen now. David Kart, the Polish driver, and he has been in fine form this weekend. There he is, David Kart through the final corner now, and he's got Bjorn Vermeulen chasing him, but Bjorn Vermeulen's losing a bit of time to David Kart, as we can see on screen. There is David Kart into the Snell section. Now, goodness knows where David Kart will come out. Where will it be? If he pitted now, it'd be 6th place. That's going to be a bit of a tough one, but it will be a combative 6th place, I must say, Spanners. Well, anytime we mention David Kart, it is combative.
He's been trying to convince Vermeulen to not chase him, and in doing that, he's not had to go defensive, and actually he's been able to pull away a little bit, and he might have that in mind. Where is he going to pop out? That's some smart driving by David Kart.
Yeah, David Kart's been really good. He's very fast, but current fastest is still Regis Ghosland. So what a great show by him. Regis Ghosland is really got a bit between his teeth. He's closer than ever to Logan Sune, but I think Logan Sune is actually closing in on Patrick Naroda by the looks of things. They're entering the backstretch. Now here it is. This is not the battle for the lead yet, but could soon be. There's Naroda, there's Logan Sune, there's Regis Ghosland, and there is Wojciech Zerb. And here comes Tobias Lauber. Past you, Spanners.
Yeah, they're coming past me, and yeah, Sunge will probably be disappointed because he had control, didn't he? But he went very defensive, and there's a great move. I think it's too much, if I'm honest. That is the number 20 kart of Sam Spinell. I think that was over-optimistic, and I don't quite think he'd made the corner enough, if that makes any sense. So he ended up going through Robin Kazam there.
It was a classic last corner effort here at Formula Fast. It looks so obvious, but is so hard to pull off. How many times have we seen collisions? Yeah. I mean, Alex Van Gien will tell you all about it. He's the master of colliding with people.
I've been banned about talking about that incident that you're referring to. But basically, yes. Sam Spinell had to do too much to get into the overtaking position, and he had too much energy by the time he got there.
Yeah, luckily, Spinell and Kazam, from their point of view, they were occupying so much space that Fabian Siegmann couldn't actually go past them while they were, running slowly, having collided. So Fabian Siegmann wasn't able to capitalise on it simply because there was nowhere with which to capitalise. We're still waiting for the first 2 to come in. That's David Kart and Bjorn Vermeulen. Bjorn Vermeulen has now fallen back to 1.3 seconds behind David Kart as David Kart continues in the lead. They're the only two drivers left to pit. Everyone else is in their position in the final run to the flag. 2.5 minutes just under to go. In comes Kart.
Yeah, Kart's come in now. It's a good stop. It's an aggressive stop, and he's timed that well. And I can tell you what, he's going for it. This isn't conservative. He's timed that really well, and he's going to pop out just behind Zerb.
Yeah, that's that's interesting, isn't it? It's difficult at the front because they're not really close enough to do much to each other. They're all cancelling each other for speed, even though Regis Ghosland is the fastest out there. He's not really making inroads. I mean, he's running a 30.8 on the timer. That's ballistically fast.
Into the pits comes Vermeulen, and I suspect he's going to be the one to miss out after Kart was able to get out in front of Zerb. No, he's able to slot in there, so he's not lost the place to Zerb.
He is not. He is not. Well, it's Lauber. I think he's
Lauber.
Yeah, Lauber. Lauber was the danger one.
Same suits.
That's all right. Still got a white helmet. Tobias Lauber was the danger one for Vermeulen. Lauber is actually all over the back of Vermeulen, but Vermeulen has the position. That's what we're looking at on screen. There's Lauber with the predominantly white helmet, and the red flashes are on the helmet of Bjorn Vermeulen. David Kart, Bjorn Vermeulen there, and Tobias Lauber. So there's Bjorn Vermeulen. That's how close Lauber is. So that's how close the situation was. Reference the pit stop, Spanners.
Yep.
There's David Kart. Great performance with 1 minute to go. Great performance all weekend from David Kart. Been very entertaining, the Polish driver. And he was leading for a long time. He's now in 5th place. Now everyone's made their pit stop. There's only, just in the 40s of seconds to go before we get that last lap board coming out. Now, Patrick Neroda has the lead. Logan Sunne second. Regis Ghostland. That's a breakaway trio, really. Look at that beautiful close-up with Bjorn Vermeulen versus Tobias Lauber. That camera is almost as close to Bjorn Vermeulen as Tobias Lauber is. Really filling the picture there. So, there's Vermeulen fending off Lauber. Now, considering the battle at the front, the battle at the back, Spinel is fighting a rearguard action, but the battle at the front, there is Neroda, bit of a breakaway 3. They're covered by 1.5 seconds first to third. There's Vermeulen and Lauber. There is, looking for the leader now, Patrick Neroda. We're going to be getting that last lap board soon. There's Patrick Neroda. There he is. Coming out of the snail, they're coming around the fast corner leading to the backstretch. Patrick Neroda, it looks about as comfortable as you could hope for over Logan Sunne, with Regis Ghostland in 3rd place. Now Ghostland's done a sterling job, but Voshet Gerb is 4th, David Kart 5th, Bjorn Vermeulen 6th. Now over the line, they're going to be getting the last lap. Yes, they are. Last lap now for Patrick Neroda. There he is, Patrick Neroda, the Polish driver, is on his way to win the semi-final if he can just hold on. Patrick Neroda there has Logan Sunne behind him with Regis Laconi in 3rd place. It's still a 3-way, I would say, battle, but it's more a cagey battle. They just got to not do anything that catch a barrier, make a mistake, things like this, because it is going to be Patrick Neroda's race. One more corner. Here he comes, Patrick Neroda. It's Neroda for the win, and Logan Sunne second, and Regis Ghostland third with an epic race. Voshet Gerb has finished 4th. David Kart comes through 5th. Bjorn Vermeulen, where is he? Yes, there he is in 6th, and 7th Tobias Lauber, 8th Robin Kassam, and then 9th Sam Spinel. But there was a battle at the back. It's still Spinel. Spinel holding off Fabian Siegmann. Fabian Siegmann is following Spinel across the line, 9th and 10th. And what a race there. Patrick Neroda has won. Logan Sunne has finished 2nd. He started in 1st place. If he isn't going to win, that was the next best result he could have hoped for. Logan Sunne 2nd, still fast in this race. Regis Ghostland in 3rd. Spanners, they're down with you.
So if you look at it from a tactical point of view in a semi-final, I don't think Songe has played it that badly at all. On the face of it, it might look disappointing to have lost out on the win from the lead. But when you're in the semi-final and you're trying to just haul points, if you're holding up the whole field behind you, they're not all going to get you. As if you drive defensively, then yeah, in the end, Neroda did get past, but he's bagged himself a big haul of points there. So smart driving from Songe, part of the Blue Star team. I think he's in the Blue Star too, and we'll get a chat as well with Groslin there as well, and also we'll get a chat with Neroda too.
Spanners, can I just update you there? Logan Sunne you were talking about, I think he's in Blue Star 1, he's in the front team.
Oh, my apologies to Logan Sunne.
That's all right.
Blue Star 1, that's why he's wearing the suit.
Remember the other driver put to Blue Star 2 was Matthias Gruten.
Oh yeah, yeah. All of
we
that.
Might be making a story here that doesn't really exist, but what the heck,
no,
it sounds good, doesn't
let's
it?
create drama. And so just come and get your trophy. Not a natural English speaker, however, he does deserve this rather dashing trophy as well. If we can get a close-up of it on camera there. No expense spared. I would love one of these on my mantelpiece. Sadly, I am incredibly slow in a go-kart and would not qualify. Production team just said I shouldn't put myself down because that's their job. But fantastic racing there. Neroda, which one's for you? A very popular 1st place in that semi-final. I know you're normally very hard on yourself and very critical, but can you bring yourself to be happy about that?
Yeah, that was a very fast race. I'm really happy. I've got good cards. Logan was also very fast. So I want to say thanks for him for racing. And we will see on finals, I hope.
Thank you very much. You're going to be a very popular man up there, so I'm going to leave you to the adoration of your fans. Come and get your trophy. Here we go. 2nd place for you there. Congratulations. It was very smart racing of you. Good defensive driving, although you ultimately got pipped at the end. Well done.
Yes, thank you. I'm very nervous during my race, but I'm blocked of Patrick Neroda. I'm finished too. I'm very happy.
Yeah, he's not a bad person to come second to. Well done. Thank you very much there to Sung-Ae. He's been very entertaining. Who are we missing to pick up? Groslin, has he disappeared? I may have to catch up with him later to give him the trophy. But that's the semi-finals done, James. It's all about the final now.